Hey guys, it's Kashmere Elan and I am back with another video, and this time it's not gonna be just like a beauty video or a hair video. I kind of wanted to get on here and kind of update you guys on where I am right now in life. I stopped doing YouTube for a minute because I needed to adjust my thinking. When COVID hit, I actually was still filming videos when COVID hit. I did a couple unboxing videos and I filmed a lot about like my journey, talking to the camera, updating. But I started watching the videos and just looking back, those videos just were like more personal. And I just didn't feel comfortable sharing the video, if that makes sense. It just didn't seem right for the channel. So the last video that I posted for this channel was pretty much my review on the Straight Ahead brand flat iron company, which I still use to this day. The hair company is awesome, the product is amazing, I totally suggest it. But maybe some of you know, maybe some of you don't know, but for that company I actually worked for around 6 months, and I sold the flat irons and received like a small commission from the sales, and that was pretty much like my employment before COVID. So when COVID happened, I wasn't really able to like demonstrate how well the product works because I couldn't see people in person, right? So I was affected by that. Also, my husband had just got into a new career change, and he's been doing truck driving. Hold on, let me adjust the camera really quick. Okay, I hope this is better because when the sun starts moving, it just gets weird. But yeah, my husband had just started doing a new career thing. He started truck driving in February, and with that job, it wasn't local, it was regional. So what that means is he drives across the US, picks up loads and delivers them all over the US pretty much. So that meant for me a really big change, because I wasn't able to see him every day. So that just started in February, and then COVID hit like March 16th, where everything kind of shut down basically. So needless to say, it was just a lot going on, a lot of adjustments had to be made, and I just needed some personal time. But one thing that I wanted to kind of talk about in this video that I think is going to be very important for, you know, you gals or guys, anybody that's watching my channel out there to know, that I've learned from this quarantine experience, that I feel like a lot of people can actually learn from quarantine, or just taking the time to self-reflect, because I feel like that's what quarantine really was about, was self-reflection, is understanding your space, understanding to say no, and developing better habits for yourself. Yeah, that's pretty much what I've been doing, and also building relationships with people that have similar lifestyles to me, because I feel like a lot of times like the expectations of a person is different because we just different. Like, I don't know how else to put it. It's just like, I'm not you, you're not me, so like we can never be. So like, how we gonna work this out? So pretty much, I guess what I'm saying is, first things first is you need to literally stop what you're doing, figure out if what you're doing is like satisfying you, like on a real level, y'all. Like, is it making you happy like on a daily basis? Is the people that you're working with you to better you as a person from the inside and out? And I think I got into a space where I was working with people where a lot of them were actually really good people, like inside and out, beautiful souls, and I've learned a lot from them. That there was a lot of people that I encountered that just really like, and these are some of these people I've known for years, and some of these people I had just met, but just the point of them being in my life and really affecting me in a very negative and toxic way, they had to be removed. Like, they just had to be removed, and I had to figure out, if I can't remove them from my space, like if I can't take them out of the space that I'm in, then I'm gonna have to sacrifice something to remove myself out that space so that I can grow in a different space, if that makes sense. So I kind of sat down and reevaluated like what I wanted to do after COVID, and honestly the best thing that I could have done, that I have done at this point, is reevaluating my friends and reevaluating the people in my life, because I feel like some people in this world, they take you seriously, and some people take you as a joke. Some people take you seriously in the moment because they're benefiting from you, and then after that moment is over with, then they show their true colors and they kind of laugh at you. So that didn't happen to me, but I'm just like kind of letting you know, like, it can go so many different ways, and you have to be the one to realize, like, who am I in the space that I am? Am I being used, or am I getting something out of the relationship that I'm in, with work or with a partner, with a friend, whatever that it may be? You need to evaluate where you are, because you could be wasting, like, please take notes, you can be wasting so much of your time. Like, I don't even care if you were working at Wendy's. If your co-workers or your friends are not putting you on to better information, to put you on to a better space so that you can grow as a person, you need to be removed, like, from that space, from that job, from those friends. That's just the bottom line, sis. Like, that's just the bottom line. And sometimes it hurts because you think that you can be the one to change people, but I'm sorry to tell you that it doesn't work like that, and you shouldn't be taking your time to change people at all. If anything, take more time to work on you, to work on yourself, and to work on bettering yourself, because you can always become a better individual, always. And it just kills me sometimes that people get so big-headed because they feel like they're making more money or they're in a better space, that they good, they Gucci, they set. Like, they don't have nothing that they need to work on, or they're so focused on trying to make everybody else something that they're not focusing on just being humble. And I think that's literally what this experience has taught me, is to remain humble. Because some people are humble, but then they lose it because they get a big head, or they get more money, or, you know, they say they are, but they're really not, you know. And that really shows in your actions throughout, you know. Like, when someone talks about you 10 years ago to 10 years after, are they going to be saying the same thing about you? I wonder. Yeah, check yourself. So for me, I just want to continue my journey on being a good-hearted person with every person that I meet. With anything that I'm doing, I want to make sure that I am bringing value to someone's life, and that I'm being honest in everything that I'm doing, and that I'm being fair as much as I can, because I know this world is weird. A lot of times in the market, there isn't really no fairness. It's a lot of finesse. So to be fair as much as I can be. And hold on, y'all. And honestly, like, I just needed to reevaluate. Let's just put it that way. And when you're taking some time to be alone, like away from coworkers, away from the job you're going to every day, and just away from what you consider normal, you start seeing light, and you start seeing more light in your life, and you start appreciating what you didn't see. And that's the light that's been given to us, that's been here all this time. And it's the simple things, it's the little things in life that should really, really make you happy, to be honest with you. And that's been that for me, but I think during quarantine it's proven to be more apparent in my life, and I really appreciate the time that quarantine has given me. And I'm just starting to do a lot of things in my life differently, with the way that I raise my son, and the way that I carry myself as a woman, the way I will continue to carry myself throughout any type of employment that I will be working through from now on, the way that I carry myself as a wife. I have learned so much through this process alone, because my husband has been on the road as a truck driver, as I mentioned earlier, and you know, we've really had to key in on our relationship through FaceTime and through phone calls, and through me seeing him physically like every 2 months. And it has really made us stronger, I will say that. There was a lot of times where, you know, we see each other every day, it's just like, yeah, okay, you know. But when you start not having what you're normally used to, you start realizing like what you're missing, you know. And I think that brings me into my next topic, I guess, if you will, is appreciating space. Because I feel like a lot of people, you know, space to them can be like, oh, like we don't need it, or like that's too much, or like why, or like like no, you need space. Like, let your man go, okay? Let her go. Y'all need to do what y'all need to do, and if it's meant to be, you guys will come back. And if it's meant to be, you guys will keep each other strong during the space, during the time that you guys are, you know, in that space. And I feel like, you know, a lot of people are so like, just so like, how do I explain it? I don't want to say needy, but people are so like attached to the feeling of more. People like more. They're not happy with what is already in front of them, and it's crazy because it's just so wasteful, and it's so ew. I think once I've sat back and like looked at how some people have really lived their lives and reflected on all the things that I've seen in my past, in friendships, family, just life in general, I'm just like, wow. Like, and I didn't grow up like poor, or I haven't grown up with like nothing. So like, I'm coming to y'all from a sense of like, I had stuff. I'm not saying that, you know, I've experienced a life of more. But what I'm saying is inside, you can have that stuff, but what do you need? What do you really need? And what do you portray on the outside? Because sometimes people look at you and they already come up with an assumption about you by what you look like, and by what you wear, and by what you have. Don't do that. If you're doing that, you need to stop. You literally need to stop what you're doing and focus on yourself. And if you questionable, ask. If you want to know, ask. But really, you need to mind your business and focus on yourself, and focusing on bettering your soul, and focus on bettering your relationships with people. Because people make the world go round just as well as money does. Because you are nothing without a team, and you're nothing without love. So I want you guys to remember that. I'm gonna end this video on that, but pretty much my life has been wrapped around just reflecting. So if you guys have been reflecting during quarantine and you have anything that you want to drop down in the comments, anything y'all want to preach on, anything, please drop it down in the comments, because y'all need to be real with people. Y'all need to start being real on this platform right here, and y'all need to start being real on social media, and stop letting these people on social media get to y'all heads, and stop letting the things that you buy and put on your body get to your head. Because I don't care if you was wearing Fendi or if you was wearing Target. If your heart ain't right, you ain't right. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please subscribe to my channel, and yeah, like, let's get together and let's become better. Like, let me know what you guys like want to see, or if there's any other topics I should touch on, because this was really like a sensitive topic kind of for me to just kind of open up and give you an update on what's been going on with me. If you guys enjoyed this and I brought some type of value, please like this video, please, because that is going to show me and tell me that you guys are responsive and that you like the content. Because if I don't know if you guys like the content, why would I post? You know what I mean? So like this video if you liked what I was talking about, and if there's any other topics that you want me to touch on, I will, but you have to tell me what you want to hear. So I love you guys with all of my heart, and I am literally sending blessings and positivity to all you guys out there, and yeah, I'll talk to you guys soon.